Welcome to AP Environmental Science. In this video, we are going to briefly discuss noise pollution. Now, noise can cause damage. In fact, noise pollution is defined as any noise that causes stress or has the potential to cause damage to human health or the environment. Now, noise is measured in decibels along a logarithmic scale. And in fact, if a human is exposed to a noise that is above 85 decibels, that can cause permanent hearing loss and permanent damage. Now, this could be a short-term exposure or a sustained exposure over a long period of time. Either way, there are going to be permanent damages. Some of the sources of noise pollution include transportation, from railroads, mass transit, airports, sirens, heavy traffic, motorcycles, also from machinery that's used in industrial processes. If you've ever been inside of a factory, oftentimes everybody is wearing ear protection because of all of the noises from that equipment. Construction also produces a lot of noise from trucks and jackhammers and nail guns, and even domestic household activities such as running a lawnmower. All of these produce a lot of noise. And in fact, noise pollution is a much larger issue in urban areas than it is out in rural communities. Some of the health impacts of noise pollution include that permanent hearing loss. But there's also other impacts not related to hearing, and this includes stress, depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, and heart disease. All of these are tied directly to increased exposure to noise levels. Now, this can also impact the environment. So noise pollution is not just bad for humans, it's bad for animals and the environment as a whole. Now, noise pollution can cause stress, and that stress can lead to reduced reproduction, decline in overall health, and disrupted communication between organisms. Noise pollution can also mask the sounds that predators and prey need to hear. So this makes it difficult for predator species to find their prey, and it makes it difficult for those prey to evade and escape from the predators. Finally, noise pollution can actually change the migration routes of animals, because they're trying to avoid these sounds that are disrupting their ability to find food, their ability to hide from predators, their ability to communicate with each other. So these organisms take a different route, but that different route can actually cause them to go away from places that would give them good food or give them good nesting or give them good resting places. I want to zoom in on an infographic here, and this shows a little bit more information about how noise pollution actually impacts animals. Now, in the air, birds and bats are going to find trouble finding food in noisy areas because, again, they have difficulty locating their prey. And things such as transportation, airports, and gas wells contributes to this noise pollution. In terms of on land, a lot of organisms are going to have a hard time, again, finding food, hearing predators, and communicating. So here's an example with a frog. And again, things such as traffic, construction, and just urban background noise is all going to contribute to this. And that noise pollution impacts organisms in the ocean as well. So this can interfere with an animal's sonar and navigation systems. It's going to also impact their ability to communicate and their ability to hunt. Entire ecosystems are being disrupted because these organisms are trying to move to quieter locations. But there's hope. We can do things. So even though humanity makes a lot of noise, there are things we can do to try and reduce some of that noise. We can establish quiet regions, so those wildlife reserves and those marine sanctuaries. We can also work to develop technology so that way our cars emit less noise, our shipping routes emit less noise, our construction equipment emits less noise, and overall we can reduce our impact on the environment. Now, in summary, you need to know some of the impacts of noise pollution on humans and some of the impacts of noise pollution on wildlife and the environment. Please send me your questions here at the end, and I hope that as you watch this video, you were able to learn something.